Welcome to Paranormal. This is Gory Time with Kimmy. Today I have a couple of stories off of Reddit. First one is posted by Claire0000. It's called The Swing. There once lived two sisters in an old home, and they would go outside to play. The younger sister wanted to go and swing on the old swing the last owners had built from a tree. It was hanging from a beautiful old tree with strange markings on it. The little girl thought nothing of it and started to swing. The older sister decided to go play with her dolls a little ways away. Hours passed when their mother called them in for dinner. The older sister quickly left her toys and ran inside. After washing up, she went to sit at the table. The little sister had not come in yet, so her mother told her to go find her and bring her in. So she ran back outside to get her sister. She must still be on the swing. Once the older sister went outside, however, she was nowhere to be seen. Just the empty swing, swinging gently in the wind. The dolls were still sitting in the grass untouched. She was gone. As hard as the family looked, the little girl was gone, never to be seen from again. Her eyes red and puffy from crying, the older sister sat on the swing, looping her arms around the rope. It was then she saw her. Her sister's face looking at her. She was a carving in the tree, her mouth open like in a silent scream. There were faces of two little boys and an old woman too. Swing, my dear, swing and you will be mourned too. The old woman seemed to say. She was suddenly filled with a desire to swing her legs back and forth until she went very high up, and she watched as the empty swing swung back. She could not move. She saw her father walk right past her, and he did not see her, for she was trapped with her sister in the tree. Story 2, posted by Melody Maybe 526. Do you love me? I passed a note in class today. The teacher almost took it, but I hid it away. One by one it arrived to you. You unfolded it, my writing askew. Do you love me? It asked with pride. When you threw it away, I wanted to hide. I went to my room that night after school. Although you hurt me, I wanted to drool. Why, oh why do I love you so? I really, genuinely do not know. Maybe it's the hair or the cheerful smile, the cute blue eyes, or the fact that you can run a mile. There was one thing I knew for sure. When you reject me, bad things will occur. The next day at school, I approached you kindly, asked you to follow me, you went blindly. I took you out behind the old oak tree. I asked why you didn't love me. You said there were no feelings there. The place for me in your heart was empty and bare. I angrily punched you a little too hard. I dragged your unconscious body out of the schoolyard. I took you home and put you in my closet. Locked the door with the key, put it in my pocket. When you woke up, you screamed and cried. Perhaps it was because your hands were tied. I had to put a rag in your mouth. So far, my plans had really gone south. I told you just how much I'd always loved you. You pleaded and begged, told me you had a curfew. I angrily told you you have to love me. You said together we'd never be. You tried to escape several times. You wanted to tell them about my crimes. After a while, I had enough. Loving you was beginning to be very tough, and that's why I had to end your precious life and end my strife, your chest to my knife. One simple action was how this all began. If I cannot have you, then nobody can. Story 3, posted by I Am Eggshell Fine. Children. Come on, Lynn, hurry up, Rosalie exclaimed as she dragged me further into the woods. This could be our only chance to see him. I can't believe I let her talk me into this, but she usually got the best of me. With that long flowing red hair and emerald green eyes, she was irresistible. I wanted her. Slow down, I groaned as she continued her mission to find Slenderman. My legs hurt. Annoyed, she let me sit for approximately 20 seconds before pulling me to my feet again. We have to hurry, the sun's going to set soon. We don't want to be here at night, she pointed out. Maybe we should just turn back now, I suggest. No, we're close now, I can sense it. I can sense it too. Her movements grow more frantic, tenser. She's excited. Just like I knew she would. She brings a knife out from in her sleeve and removes the sheath in one fluid motion. My pulse quickens. She whispers, "You understand, right? You know why I have to do this." I nod. This has been her passion, her mania. She wanted this more than anything else and was willing to use me as a sacrifice to fulfill it. The only way to quench the earth mother's thirst is with the blood of her children. She takes a step back. She takes a step towards me. I step back. This is a sacred place and it's a sacred day. Indeed it is. It's a summer solstice, and this forest was once holy to the ancient people who lived there. This was never about Slenderman. It was always about feeding the earth. Unfortunately for her, I'm not such a willing victim. I bring a rock up to her head from behind my back, and I hit her temple hard. She looks at me in shock, and I bring it down again and again and again until she drops to the ground. I run my fingers through her long red hair, now sticky with blood, and whisper, "You're also her child, you know."